it's as you say, there's like a narrative that if you want to be a successful coach, you need to do this. But going back to what you're talking about at the start, like you're not, as far as I'm aware anyway, you're not trying to become a top level bodybuilding coach.
No, not prep coach. No.
So do you need to compete?
Exactly. Yeah.
I think if you're someone, we can mention names, can't we? Like Jack.
Yeah.
Is physique transformations. It's probably eventually going into bodybuilding, I assume.
Yes. I think that is his goal. Yeah.
That's his goal. So he probably should compete.
Yeah.
If it's right and it's in line with him and it's something that he gets fulfillment by or fulfillment from, he probably does need to do that, because there is definitely an element of, for me anyway, I think if you're not a coach, you can walk the walk yourself.
Yes.
Like, no one's going to really fucking listen to you. Like,
completely agree.
You would level 10 life. Yeah. Like, if you haven't got a level 10 life, then who the fuck's going to come and pay you to give them a level 10 life?
Yeah. It's so weird that you said that today. Like, me and Rach almost had like a little bit of a breakthrough conversation last night. You know, when you're not thinking about work, like you have these little breakthroughs, don't you? When you step out of like work mode, like whenever you go on holiday or take time off, like that's when it pops up. And we were just chatting shit last night. And I like almost since like stepping away from like bodybuilding and all the transformations and stuff was like what the fuck is it then? Like, what am I trying to, like, what's the message? And we nailed it last night, I think.
Yeah.
I'm an anti-transformation coach.
You're going to need to explain that a bit more.
Yeah. That's what it is. So do you know when people say, like, this is what we were talking about last night, you know when people say when they do like a 12-week transformation program, and it's like, I'll change your life in 12 weeks. Or like, come in here, we'll do like before and after photos, I'm going to change your life. And we were like, yeah, 9 times out of 10, you're going to change someone's life, but not for the better. You're going to bring someone in for 12 weeks, hammer them with shit calories, hammer them with loads of like excessive amounts of work that they can't maintain after the 12 weeks, get them to a body composition that they can't maintain, make them hyper-focused on their appearance. And then at the end of the 12 weeks, they get their photos or they get their photo shoot or whatever it is and go, yeah, nice one, cheers. And there's a churn rate for people who do short-term programs, isn't it? Like the first gym we worked at, there's a big churn rate for clients. Mm-hmm. And then that person leaves that process, loses those results and goes, fucking hell, shit me. I need to go and hire a coach again and get back in that position because my self-worth's now attached to that photo. And that was like very similar to what happened to me when I done the photos. You're like, I'm not fucking, this doesn't fulfill me. I don't really fucking care that I've got fucking abs and I feel like shit.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm going to start speaking a lot more about, is the fact that when these people tell you they're going to change your life in 12 weeks, they will, but it's probably not going to be for the best. And I want to do something that will change your life, but not in 12 weeks, something that's going to change your life for the better.
Yeah.
And something that is going to actually like add value to your life and not,
I think that the education, the education is a really important part of that, in terms of not just getting people to blindly follow something temporarily and not knowing why they're doing what they're doing, not knowing the value, not knowing the science. That was one of the things when I started the coaching that I identified quite quickly, is a lot of things that people follow or ways people try and get results or coaching that's out there. It's pretty much just follow this, it worked for me. Mm-hmm. And there's no understanding of, you're doing this for this reason. This is right for you because of this. There's loads of other ways to get to that end result, but it's about finding, through a bit of trial and error and honest, open conversations, what's right for that individual. And again, what do they actually value? What are they actually going to get fulfilled by long term? And that's why within my coaching, and I know I've seen I do, I'm not sure if you do as well, I've got like educational webinars, and I'm really big on that. I'm trying to grow those and evolve those and outsource to mindset coaches or people that are qualified like physios to talk on those topics, because I think if people understand why they're doing what they're doing and they get that education, well, that's longevity. If you can help someone to create the right routines for them in their life, in terms of routines that fit around social commitments, work commitments, like you said, for different people, some people might, like I know you're very, very into the competition side of it, in the sense of training is like a full focus, you give it full intensity, everything you've got, and I fully respect that. Other people, it might not be quite as much of a focus point of their life. Like I know for yourself, you train more like functional fitness at the minute. So it's finding what's right for that person. And I think if you build the right routines for them relative to that, rather than you going, I'm a coach, these are my beliefs, this is my values, I'm going to just portray that for you. If you find what's right for them and you give them the education around it as well, and you give them the accountability and support to create the routines through consistency into habits and education, that's setting someone up for long term.
Yeah.
So within 12, 16 weeks, if you do it that way, I do think you can leave people in a much better position than you found them.
Yeah.
And you can make sure that they achieve some great results. They understand why they're doing what they're doing. And if it is a photo shoot, they understand that getting absolutely shredded within an inch of your life, that isn't sustainable. And if it was, that isn't going to bring you the joy that you want in life all of the time walking around like that. But again, it's understanding why you're doing what you're doing and making sure that it is actually what they really want to do.
I agree completely. It's like, it's just interesting with, obviously, like, I'm more along the line of what Kyle does, and I agree with Kyle more, but I can see from your point of view, I disagree with everything you said, but I can see, I can see though, for your clients and potentially through your experience, that why you would see that, and like, you probably see it more often as like your type of clients, though, maybe like a middle-aged woman or like a 30-year-old
Not even
woman.
necessarily that though. Like, you both know, like, there's some fantastic transformation coaches out there. I'm sitting with two of them. Who, like, this is why we get on, even though we don't do the same thing. We have the same values in terms of coaching. That it's about the education. It's about the growth of the person. For you, part of that journey is slapping on a load of muscle to some kid who's never ever been able to fucking grow a bicep in his life. Like, do you know what I mean? But you're not just like fucking with their mind to make that happen. That's just a part of the whole process.
Not just the result.
Same with you. You're getting people in incredible shape, but that's just a part of the process. Like, all the education, the fact that you're bringing other people in is all part of it. What I'm saying is not that I'm anti that. That's fantastic. That's what I want more of. But there isn't enough of that in the 12-week transformation culture of the fitness industry, because there is just people trying to get you in to get a photo, to get more clients in, to get a photo, to get more clients in. And the chain of them people, the fact that it's called a chain rate of clients shows you where the mindset is of, I'm just getting this person in because they're going to bring me more people in. And it's like, fucking what business model is that? Like, in a health, within the health and fitness industry, the first word is health. And even fitness, you're not fit at the end of it. Like, you're a little bit fitter than when you started, but are you actually fit? If you're fucked, like, you're knackered.
Your testosterone's on the floor.
Even if, unless you run a massive cycle and then you get to show day and you just like, feel great. A little bit tired, like, but I'm on like 9,000 calories, so I don't feel that bad.
No,
like, that guy I spoke to in London, I was saying to you, and I was like, he was like 4 weeks out from doing his pro card.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, you must be in a bad place right now then. He was like, because I think I was eating one of the cookies that was on, like, there was like free food, and I was just nailing one of the cookies, and I went, do you want me to go and eat this like somewhere else? And he was like, I'm on like 5,500 calories, mate, don't worry about it. And I was like,
it's different game for them. Okay, different game.
I mean, it was like this next to me, so. Oh yeah, probably, okay, that makes sense.